There's a moment that will come for you, maybe it already has, where everything feels like it's falling apart at the exact same time, where the weight of your past, the pressure of your present, and the uncertainty of your future all collide into one silent question that keeps echoing in your mind. Can I really keep going? And in that moment, when no one is watching, when there's no applause, no encouragement, no guarantee, that's where your real story begins. Because the truth is, nobody talks about how hard it gets. They show you the finish lines, the victories, the highlight reels, but they never show you the nights where you sit alone questioning everything, wondering if all your effort is even worth it. They show you the finish lines, the victories, the highlight reels, but they never show you the nights where you sit alone questioning everything, wondering if all your effort is even worth it. They don't show you the doubt that creeps in when progress feels invisible. And if you've ever felt that, if you're feeling that right now, then stay with me, because what you're about to hear might be exactly what. Before we go any further, if you're someone who's trying to grow, trying to push forward, trying to become something more, make sure you subscribe, because this isn't just a video, it's a reminder that you're not alone in this fight. Let me tell you a story, not about someone extraordinary, but about someone just like you. There was a time in my life where everything looked fine on the outside. I had responsibilities, routines, people around me, but inside, it felt like I was stuck, like I was running in place while everyone else was moving forward. Every day felt the same. Wake up, go through the motions, go back to sleep, and repeat. And the worst part wasn't the routine. It was the quiet voice in my head that kept whispering, "This isn't the life you were meant to live." But I ignored it for a long time, because change is uncomfortable. It's easier to stay where you are, even if you're unhappy, than to step into the unknown. It's easier to make excuses than to take responsibility. And that's where most people get stuck. Not because they're not capable, but because they're waiting for the perfect moment to start. Let me tell you something that changed everything for me. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And the moment you decide to take responsibility for your life, not just the good parts, but all of it, that's the moment everything begins to shift. Because when you stop blaming circumstances, people, or the past, you take your power back. That doesn't mean it's your fault. That's not what this is about. It means it's your responsibility to do something about it. There's a difference. Fault looks backward. Responsibility moves forward. And once I understood that, once I stopped asking, why did this happen to me, and started asking, what am I going to do about it? Everything started to change, not overnight, not instantly, but slowly, consistently, because growth isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It happens in the small decisions you make every day, the days you show up when you don't feel like it, the moments you choose discipline over comfort, the times you keep going, even when nothing seems to be working. And that's where most people quit. Not because they're weak, but because they don't see results fast enough. But what if I told you the struggle you're in right now, the pressure you feel, the resistance you're facing, it's not there to break you. It's there to build you. Think about it. Pressure creates diamonds. But in the moment, it doesn't feel beautiful. It feels heavy. It feels suffocating. It feels like too much. And that's the paradox of growth. The same thing that's pushing you forward can also make you feel like you're not enough. You start chasing more success, more progress, more improvement. And without realizing it, more turns into never enough. And that's a dangerous place to be, because now you're not growing out of excitement. You're growing out of fear. Fear that you're falling behind. Fear that you're not good enough. Fear that if you stop, everything will collapse. But listen carefully. You are not broken. You are in the process of becoming. There's nothing wrong with wanting more from life. That desire, that hunger, it's part of being human. But you have to understand why you want it. Are you running towards something or running away from something? Because those are two very different paths. One leads to fulfillment, the other leads to exhaustion. I learned this the hard way. There were times I pushed myself so hard, chasing this idea of success, that I forgot to appreciate how far I had already come. I was so focused on what I didn't have that I ignored everything I had built, and it left me feeling empty. That's when I realized progress isn't just about moving forward. It's also about recognizing where you are. Because if you can't appreciate the present, no future will ever feel enough. But don't misunderstand this. Appreciating where you are doesn't mean you stop pushing forward. It means you move forward with purpose, not pressure. There's a difference, and here's where things get real. At some point, you're going to face a decision, a moment where you either step forward into discomfort or step back into safety. And in that moment, your mind will try to protect you. It will give you reasons to quit. It will remind you of the risk, the fear, the uncertainty. And if you give yourself an easy way out, you will take it every single time. That's why the most powerful thing you can do is remove the option of quitting. Burn the boats, not literally, but mentally. Stop giving yourself a backup plan that leads you back to the same life you're trying to escape. Because when there's no way back, you find a way forward. It won't be easy. There will be days you question everything. Days where you feel like you're not making progress. Days where you want to give up. But those days, those are the moments that define you. Because anyone can keep going when it's easy. But when it's hard, when everything inside you is telling you to stop and you choose to continue anyway, that's where transformation happens. And if you've made it this far in the video, I want you to do something for me. Drop a comment and tell me what you're fighting for right now. What is that thing in your life that you refuse to give up on? And if you know someone who needs this message, share this with them, because you never know who's one message away from not quitting. Let me leave you with this. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, looking at yourself, not the version of you that the world sees, but the real you, the one who knows your fears, your doubts, your struggles. And imagine making a deal with that person, a simple deal. You promise that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fall, you will get back up. You promise that when things don't go your way, you will adapt, not quit. You promise that when life tests you, you will rise, not retreat. And in return, that version of you promises to never leave your side, to remind you of your strength when you feel weak, to push you forward when you feel stuck, to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. But there's one condition. You have to keep moving, no matter what, because nothing works if you stop. So when life gets heavy, keep going. When progress feels slow, keep going. When doubt creeps in, keep going. Because the person you're becoming is waiting on the other side of that persistence. And one day, sooner than you think, you're going to look back at this moment and realize this was the moment that changed everything.